1. So far, Americans have not been able to overcome these events. They have only learned to live with all the pain and suffering that these events cause. 2. Yes, Americans live in fear and concern that at some point they will be attacked again and are not prepared to overcome the possible threats, difficulties, and problems that the confrontation brings with them. 3. Americans try to continue living a normal life by facing what has already happened, but they still live with a feeling of fear and frustration, although a possible change can be seen in the fact that they currently express mostly love for their country. On the side of Muslims, they continue to be accused of terrorists, and those who live in the United States are largely excluded because some Americans feel fear and hatred towards them due to the events that occurred, hoping that at some point they will leave or be expelled from the country. 4. The state had strengthened the security measures in the country to have a higher level of defense around the different situations that arise, like with us, so to input a surveillance system to have greater control over what happens or will happen in the society. Police and firefighters are recognized as heroes. 5. General Petraeus affirmed that since the cold weather they have not experienced something like this at the time of 9/11, they were not prepared to face something of such great magnitude, and because of that everyone's life changed completely. Donald Trump. He thought that the way to close his secret was by restricting the entry of Muslims into the country.
No, some of the Americans have already overcome this great attack, but others who lived through the experience will never have their memories erased by this great nightmare that they lived through. Some of the victims remember the blow and pain that this terrorist attack left. Americans are still worried and afraid of terrorist threats. With the first terrorist attack, they feel uncertain that there will be another attack, with great mistrust that nothing will happen. Americans generalize and believe that Muslims are violent. They have felt great fear and mistrust since September 11 in what has been a determined job or terrorist. They don't feel safe if any Muslim appears. The Muslims feel great discrimination after the attack, that the American community was going to attack them because of the rancor they have in which two Muslims were killed by a district of New York City. Security measures are reinforced throughout the country, greater surveillance and national defense, in which Americans will feel safe for any terrorist attack. General Petraeus affirmed that since the Cold War they had experienced something like this at the time for September 11. They weren't prepared to face something of such great magnitude, and because of that everyone's life changed completely. And Donald Trump, he thought that the way to close this cycle was be restricting the entry of Muslims into the country.
Good morning. Have Americans were the events of September 11? No, Americans like another human being remember negative things more than positive things. Um, since September 11, Americans have never been calm again. They have always lived in the fear that another attack could happen at any moment. Um, are terrorists this time concerning America? Of course, terrorist attacks directive of the United States specialty be Muslims are worse saying time is my citizens don't love like call me that's are the best way to implement the country. This is what those will carry out the actions take advance of there.